Today, we are having the Wild Sour Dragon Fruit Mango. Wild Sour is like a series that they do. And this is the Dragon Fruit Mango edition of that series. The other beer that I've had from them was actually one of the very first Brews reviews I think I ever did. Because I took a picture of it, and it is in front of OBS, and that was called Hawaii 5 Ale. Like Hawaii 5-0, but Hawaii 5 Ale. I thought I had more from this place before, but I think that might have been one of the very earliest episodes of Brews reviews. I'm excited. I'm very excited about this one. This one has an average rating of 3.65 out of 10,500 ratings. It's 5.5% ABV. Now you guys are lucky. Normally when we were up north last weekend, normally when we go up north, we stop by a couple breweries, but we didn't this time. Otherwise, today would probably be 600. I don't know what 600 is going to be yet. I should have probably picked a special beer. I have a beer in mind, but I don't know how well I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, let's check it in. The Better Business... No, the BBR, not BBB. Can't even get my fingers under this. I just trimmed my nails, and now I can't even open my beer. Oddly, it smells sour. It's weird that something can smell sour, but it does. I don't get a lot of mango. I don't really know what dragon fruit smells like. We're going to have this whole conversation again. Is dragon fruit the one that's like pink, that's white in the middle with all little dots in it? I had some of that in yogurt the other day at work. It was delicious. Yes, Neppy, we did. We had the mead, I think we had it for a D&D, like, special session of D&D at my house. It was a while ago. I'm certainly I sent you a photo that we had it. All right, let's get it poured. That is dragon fruit. Then I don't really remember what it smells like. I just remember I really liked the flavor of it. They have like pay by the ounce breakfast at work, and you can get yogurt with like fruit in it. And normally I don't do that because like the fruit is really heavy, so you end up paying a lot. But instead of just like blueberries and strawberries and raspberries, they had kiwi and dragon fruit. And I was like, I love both of those things. So I just got like a cup of that. Oh, of course, the beer light's battery is dead. It smells like Dre. This thing takes 3 AAA batteries. I think I need to find a new light. If someone wants to search on Amazon for me, 3 AAAs. That is aggressively bad. Did I put it in backwards? Yes, Libby, we also got 2 pounds of strawberries. Unfortunately, I think it was way cheaper than that. I think it was $3. Oh, I did put the battery in backwards. We not have AAAs? This is great. I need 3 AAAs and I have 2. So I'm just going to swap one of these out. Yeah, I mean, that's what I figured, Libby. Also, it's like strawberry season right now by us. I mean, I'm sure it is everywhere. But like, you can actually go out and like pick them at places by us. Not that that's where the grocery store gets them from, but there we go. That's nice and bright. Smells like... Okay, well, what do dragons smell like? Don't answer that, chat. Don't answer that. All right. Hey, Libby, look at the glass I'm using today. What are the chances? All right, let's get a photo. OMG, I know her. Depends on the dragon. That's true. That's true. All right. Enjoy our sour ale bursting with tart fruit flavors and aromas of dragon fruit and mango. Delight in the brilliant fuchsia color. I mean, I'm not very cultured, but I'm pretty sure fuchsia is not yellow. Fuchsia's pink, isn't it? I don't know. Delight in the brilliant fuchsia color and vibrant taste that delivers a bold experience with each sip. Cheers. I don't know why experience has a hyphen in it. That's a little odd. But let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. I actually just bonked the camera with that. Sorry for being so violent. It just smells sour. Holy crap. That is extremely sour. Wow. Like, actually is making... I'm not even acting. It's like making the back of my throat like recoil by puckering. Wow. Now, once your body adjusts to it, it's not as like harsh. Yeah. I once you get over the initial like absolute punch in the face of sour, it's not that bad. Wow. But it's sour. I'm not a stranger to sour beers. I used to really not like super sour beers. Then I started to come around to them. There's a brewery local to me that like makes exceptional sour beers. And some of them are very, very tart. Man, this is honestly like up there with one of the most sour beers I've ever had. Probably. Kind of looked a little pink. That might be the camera being weird. Genuinely, it is just yellow. Ah, no, you know what? It kind of looks like peach colored. Here's the thing. When I do this, it's like my skin color's behind it. But holding it up to the monitors, it does kind of look like a peach. Now I know that peach, the inside of a peach is what I mean, is not pink either. The outside is, but I'm going to have to send some of my local breweries sour. I would love that, Neppy. In camera, not with light, looks slightly pink. Yeah, this camera definitely picks up color temperature a little odd. I'm letting that one. I don't know why that's considered bullying, Livy, but I'm letting that through. Just because it's funny. I mean, I normally let through anything that Automod catches, but no, I'm not a stranger to sour beers. I'm not like unable to handle it. But yeah, this is probably one of the most sour beers I've ever had. And I don't know how much flavor I'm really getting. Like, genuinely, I don't think I know what dragon fruit tastes like. That's probably the hard part, but I know what mango tastes like. I love mango flavored things. It's probably my favorite fruit. If I had to name a fruit, I don't know why I'm saying it that way. If I had to name a fruit, my favorite fruit is probably mango. I love mango flavored anything. I don't taste like any mango. But yes, like legitimately, Neppy, I took a sip and I was like, like my body took a screenshot when I took a sip of this. It was like that much of just a raw, like, bam, sour to the face. Again, once you adjust to it, it's not that bad. Like I say, every beer needs more than one sip. You can't just take one sip of a beer and go, oh, I like it, or oh, I don't. You need two. Give every beer 2 sips at least. And now I've adjusted. I don't know why I'm saying I adjusted here. I adjusted here. And now I feel like it's not as bad. Now I've yapped a little bit. Let's see if it's still really bad. Yeah, it's still really sour. The weird thing about sour ales is they have a distinct taste to them. And I don't quite understand what that taste is, but there is like a distinct. It's kind of like the same thing with pilsners, and I feel the same way about like European style, like Belgian style, like a Belgian quad or a Belgian triple, like any type of Belgian red ale, I feel like has a very distinctive flavor that just tastes European to me. And that is probably really weird, but that's just a very distinct flavor to me. For some reason, the sour is also a very distinct flavor to me. And I think it overpowers what the dragon fruit and the mango are adding to it. I really don't get a lot of that flavor. Speaking of alcohol, I had to explain Malort to a friend this week. Oh, and how did that explanation go, Libby? Wild sours need to be constantly sipped. If you let it sit, then you just get repeat puckerings. Well, I'm going to sip some water and see how that changes things, Neppy. Libby, it just becomes a gag at that point. It is purely just a gag. Yeah, I don't recommend drinking water in between. That does kind of make it a lot more sour. No, I'm not sure. Now, the weird thing is, I see a photo that somebody posted on Untappd, and it really looks pink. Like, it's pink. And it's making me wonder if I've got, like, it when it's in a can, is it different? Like, look at this. Look at how pink that is. That is not the color of this. That is 100% not the color of this. Maybe it's a filter? I don't know. I don't know. Something about it just seems off. And then I look at a different photo and it just looks normal. Ooh. Oh, hold on a second. I think someone checked in the wrong beer. No, these look pretty kind of pink. I would not say fuchsia. Did I roll it before opening? No. Am I supposed to? Doesn't say to. Normally only do that with like smoothie sours. It doesn't say to. Maybe the tap is different. Right, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Well, here, let's look at... Like, just look at this. Look at how the color varies in these photos. So, like, this one, I get it. A little pink. Like a peach. Then you got these. Is it that one? Is it the one on the end? Maybe. You got that one, which is what we looked at. Then you got this. Which one are we supposed to be looking at? I think it's the one on the end. But that is different than this one. Then we got this one. Kind of pinkish. I get it. Dragon fruit mango. It says it right there. I understand. Actually, when I'm holding this down low, it does kind of look like that color. But then you get this one. Like, in a can, it's a very different color. But look at how pink it looks. Okay. I think from a can, from a can. Hey, that's a brewing project mug. From a can, it's just very distinctively different colored. pull up the official website. How is the color advertised? Oh, we're really about to deep dive this, aren't we? Beer. Beer. Yes, I'm over 21. Wild sour, dragon fruit mango. View on Untappd. Nope, that literally you can just view it on Untappd. They have a raspberry one. Yeah, they don't even include a color or like a picture of it. Yeah, and here we are. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm not complaining. Let's get to actually what it tastes like and give it a review. We need to be objective here. Maybe the pink is the raspberry. It could be. It very well could be. All right. What do I honestly think about this? I think it's lacking in the flavors that it is saying it has. Maybe this is actually what dragon fruit tastes like. But I don't believe that. I don't think that's right. It doesn't smell like much. It just smells like a sour beer. It is very sour. No, the problem is I don't know what flavor I am tasting. I will say that when I'm really trying to think about the flavor, I don't know if I specifically think about mango, but I can envision like the flavor, if you want to call it that, the flavor that like a mango White Claw has. That it's covered by a really bubbly carbonation that you don't really taste it, but there is flavor there. I think that's what I'm getting. That's the kind of mango that it is. It's not the flavor of mango that I would prefer, but it is there. I'll give it that. Now, the dragon fruit, again, jury's still out. I don't really know what dragon fruit tastes like. Does it taste... Okay, here, we got to be objective here. I got to give this a review somehow. Does it taste good? Yeah. Is it pleasant to drink? No. Would I drink it again? Depends on the circumstances, I think. I don't know. I think it really depends on, like, on a day like today, it's hot out today. It's hot and it's humid, and I wish my patio would have been done already because I would have sat out there, and sitting out there with this kind of beer probably would be nice. On a hot summer evening, sipping on a sour, that would be good. Any other time, I don't think I'm ordering this. It's just not... I don't know. No, I didn't have it today. I had it a few weeks ago, Eric, and I had it in yogurt. So, like, at work, I'll get, like, a cup of Greek yogurt and then put, like, fruit in it. But it also had kiwi in it. Like, I put kiwi in that, too. So, it's hard to know truly what the flavor was. What's going on, Chromanos? Tastes good, but not pleasant to drink. Yeah, it's super sour. Like, genuinely one of the most sour beers I've ever had. And I got to start this review so we can get into playing Minecraft. Wild sour dragon fruit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to decide if it's something I would order again, or if I was somewhere and I would buy it, and I just don't know. I think if I was sitting out in the sun, it would be easier because you'd be drinking it faster. Letting it sit in between sips is difficult. That's kind of what Neppy said. It makes it worse because your body like forgets about it. But I think if I just had it on a boat or something and I was just drinking it quick, it probably would be refreshing. Mildly refreshing. Chromanos, the first sip that I took of this like made me like not retch. My body reacted to the first sip that I took of this. Like all of the muscles in my throat tensed up. Okay, I'm writing the review now. Let's see. Okay. I'm like debating if I want to type more, but I only have 17 characters left, so like I really can't. You know what? Okay, as it's warmed up a little bit too. I think that's the thing. When it's super cold, it's also like really sour. It's easier to drink. I still think I know where I'm going to put it in terms of ranking. So let's get it checked in. Is bubbly an option? Yes. All right. Here's what I have to say, everyone, about the Wild Sour Series Dragon Fruit Mango from Destihl Brewery. This is genuinely one of the most sour beers I've ever had. The flavor is fine. It's not the mango flavor I would have wanted, but it's there. Unsure if I noticed the dragon fruit, honestly. I bet it's refreshing given the right circumstances. I am going to give this, because of that last sip. That last sip pushed it up from a 3.5 to a 3.75. I understand. I'm saying like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna order, if I would ever order this again. I'm saying in the right circumstances, this would be a good beer. It's not that it's a bad beer. It's just it's very specific about when you have it. That would like be the determinator if it's good or not. I would have read that and think that you were lying about not knowing if you taste dragon fruit. No, it's that I'm not tasting the dragon fruit honestly. Maybe I'm tasting the dragon fruit, but I'm lying about tasting the dragon fruit. All right, I'm giving it a 3.75. That's where my mind's at. It's bubbly, it's crisp, it's sour, it's fruity, and it's light-bodied. Let's get it checked in. 95 different fruited beers, and folks, we are at beer 597 now. 3 away from 600. We are on track to have beer 600 next week, Monday, for our big birthday dragon fight stream celebration. So be sure to tune in for that. Beer 600. We're going to make it happen next week, Monday. But that's all I got for this one. Try it out. It's super sour. You've been warned. You've been warned. And should have kept the dragon. No, I was going to have this 2 weeks ago, Libby. I've been wanting to have this beer for 2 weeks. Yes. Be back here in a week, everybody, for our 600th beer. Yeah, thanks for joining me for this one. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers, everyone.